doing this time. I'm trying to see if I am live yet. Today we're starting out a little bit different. First of all, I didn't have time to schedule the live stream and YouTube scheduling, but we're also starting out in how we do our okra at the end of the year, letting it go to seed. Let's see, I'm trying to get this worked out. I'm trying to get this worked out. I don't know quite what it's doing because this is the first time I've done it this way. And I really don't see anybody coming live yet. Then again, it does usually take a couple minutes. And today, I want to sit down and show the chickens. Oh yes, here is the flock. Let's see if I can. Yeah, okay, so this is the first time I've tried the live stream without pre-scheduling it. And this is our flock here at BoggsHavenFarm. This is a Q&A where people can ask questions and get answers. And I am trying to get this sorted out because this is the first time I've used this method. These are our Icona ducks. These are our first ducks that we've had. Hey, Dana, Stunkel. Hi, you can see the chat. Yes, I can see the chat, Sandy. I don't know how yet, but this is a Q&A. It's your birthday, Angel. Well, happy birthday. Layla, Jamie Brown Layla. I don't know what that means exactly, but these are our ducks. This is Mary, our female Muscovy duck who decided to have a bunch of babies this year. This white one is. We have several videos of her. And this is basically a Q&A thing where people can see questions. Hey, Jesse, you want some hand-fed food? Are you going to do it or not? Or are you just going to ignore me? Yes, you're going to do it. Yeah. We had a live stream a few weeks ago. How many? Okay, I have 10 Icona ducks and I have 8 Muscovies. My real name's Jamie Badger. Hey, Jamie Badger. Yeah, and these Muscovies, I have worked with them for the past 3 weeks to get them in to eat out of my hand. Have they gone? Thanks. Hello, Dragonland. Oh yeah, this is named Jessie. We had the ducklings named in a live stream a couple of weeks ago. But you're sad. Why are you sad, Jamie? The tractor and trailer crew said they're taking ducks because don't have permission. Lock them up, he said. The Scubbies have bolder personalities. I made my first video. Well, congratulations, Sandy, for making your first video. And yes, Muscovies have interesting personalities. And like I say, I worked for 2 weeks to get them to learn how to eat out of my hand. I trained them by first starting them out with corn and peas. Which, if you know anything about Muscovy ducks, they are... I said hi. Yeah, hi, Dana. But yeah, if you know anything about Muscovy ducks, they love their peas. But Jessie is really getting to eat out of my hand right now. Hey, Mary. Oh, hey, Louise. Louise was the first one to ever eat out of my hand, and then the rest of them just followed. Hey, Louise. So, anybody have questions about how we do here, or are you just going to watch them eat? Guess whose ancestor is here? Oh, yes, dinosaurs, the ancestors of modern birds. I think my sister had one. Well, Muscovies are very good chickens. I have a lot I want to get rid of. Well, where are you, Switzerland? What area do you live in? But yeah, these are our Muscovies. And then here are our Ikanas. They were endangered species a few years ago when I was part of the breeding program for them. Yes, duckies. Actually, I got one that's named Ducky. You see that black one with the spots on around it right there in the front? His name is Ducky. He's the first duck I hatched out on the farm here. And sometimes this one that's just about white named Angel will come and eat out of my hand. Louise, I'm trying to feed Angel out of my hand. Angel, come here. Yes, Angel, you heard your name. Yep, so that's Angel. And he'll look at me and be like, are you going to let me eat? Hey, baby. This one's name is Baby. Then this is Puddles. That one with the one eye. She lost her eye in the mating season one year. Which one likes you the best and why? Well, I think it's Angel, and that's because I feed him by hand. Which duck was your first duck? Puddles, and Speckles, that one in the back there with the spots on her face. Those were my two first ducks. And I got them back in 21. This is interesting. You only have ducks. I have chickens, and I have 2 guinea fowl, and I have cats. Let's see if I can get these chickens coming. Yeah, last live stream, these are the hens that we had named. You can see them running around. And this black hen, and those of you who remember, tried to scratch my hand pretty bad with her feet. Oh, so cute. What made you liking ducks? Well, Beverly, you have to think about it. It was actually one of our neighbors, and you probably know his name, Beverly. His name is Mark Elders. He's the one who introduced me to raising ducks when I was little. And so, yeah, that answers that question. It's Mark Elders that got me started on ducks. And this is Mary, her mother Muscovy. This is our daddy Muscovy named Eleazar. He is a very interesting character. Hey, stop chasing your babies around. He doesn't like his offspring for some reason. Hey, no, break it up. Yeah, Eleazar doesn't like his offspring for some reason. What's your biggest duck? This boy right here. He is, I think he's 13 pounds now. And he's a male Muscovy. He's our biggest duck. Yes, we all love Mark. I knew you'd know, Beverly, I knew you'd know who I was talking about when I said it. Eleazar, you want to come eat out of my hand? Oh, no, Angel's going to come instead. Oh, yeah, now they're both eating out of my hand. He's so pretty. Yeah, I'm trying to get a very good thing of him. Hey, Puddles. I'm trying to get a very good view of him, but he keeps moving. But he's our biggest duck. He don't like his babies. And we had to pin him up for about a couple of weeks while the babies were growing up. Agreed. All right. He's going to eat out of my hand. Yep. Oh, Jamie, what's happening with you? I'm sorry, you're just seeing all these random messages. I don't understand what's going on there. Indeed. I subscribed. Well, thank you so much, Christina, for the subscription. I always appreciate that. And we try to do weekly live streams. Yeah, I think he's saying it. Yeah, I do weekly live streams here. Oh, something spooked us. Hey, stop pecking your babies, Elazar. Well, the one good thing is that they're mostly bucket trained, so I can hold this bucket and they come running at me. How long have you had the ducks? And I got my first Akana ducks in 2021, and the Muscovy showed up last year, namely Elazar and his mate Mary, and then she just decided to have babies. But thank you so much, Dana, for the subscription. And I always try to keep people up to date and try to post new content regularly. I try to do at least 3 shorts a week and 1 live stream a week. That's what I try to do. But yeah, we're also growing winter turnips in our garden. So we'll be having turnips for this Christmas. Mary, what are you looking at? You looking at me like you want more food? And this is just where water gathers up on the yard. It gathers up right here in this chicken coop. But the chickens don't seem to mind it. I've never had any problems with them. And Baby and Angel. These are our 2 males, and of course Elazar is a male. But keep up the work. I bet you can be famous. Well, thank you a lot, Dana, for your encouragement. And said hi. Like I say, thank you a lot. And I know last week I was having trouble with the comments. Please read mine. Jamie, well, yeah, I read yours. I just don't know. I just don't know what your emojis mean. Where is Oreo? Oreo's here, but Jamie, yes, okay. Let's see. That one's Oreo. Beverly. That's Oreo walking away from us. Sad. Well, I don't know why. I'm really not a counselor, Jamie. I'm really not a counselor. All I can do is just show you different things or... Yeah, okay. Camera shy? Oh, they're always camera shy, especially when I have a camera. Especially when I don't have food in my hand. See, I don't have food in my hand. And cool. Yeah. The chickens are always camera shy whenever I don't have food in my hand. And I don't know if you have been following, but we have a little kitten now that we're trying to get adjusted to the farm. And yeah, we have a little kitten. You let me pet you sometimes. Cool, yeah. This little kitten is pretty nice. I don't know if it's a male or a female. I had to pick it up. It was passed out in the bushes, and it's turned out pretty nice. Said hi. Yeah, Dana, hi. I don't know what we're going to call it or if we're going to turn out keeping it or not. But it's got little black paws on it and a black face and black ears, a black tail, and it likes to be petted right here. And she's so cute. I don't know if it's a she or a he, but we're keeping it fed and keeping it watered and keeping it done good. And that's right there is the setup I have for it. And then, of course, we had a broody hen that became broody during the middle of winter, or fall it is. Her name's Tweeter. I raised her in my bedroom, and she became broody a few days ago. So, and here she is. Of course, she's having to keep her in the pen. This is what I do, the broody hens that come broody out of season. I don't want any Thanksgiving babies, Tweeter. Yeah, Beverly, yeah, you love the kitten. Yeah, this is Tweeter. She went broody, and it's too late in the season for them to be broody, but she went ahead and went that route, and so she's now pinned up. Say bye, Tweeter. Gary, stop fussing at me. He's currently the oldest rooster I have here. How many animals do I have? I haven't counted my chickens in a while, but I can tell you I have a total of 18 ducks and 2 guineas, and I do not know how many chickens. So I just hadn't counted them in a while. And it's not that I don't care for them. I care for them, but I just ain't went through and counted them in a bit. This is my rooster, Whitey. I hatched him off last year and raised him in my bedroom. Dana, have a great day too. And this is my rooster, Tulip. He's the one I started making YouTube videos for. So if you want to look at my original shorts, he's the one they're about. When I first started YouTube. And let's see who this. And that one right there, let's see if I remember, Molly, Ruby, and what was the black chicken's name? I can't remember. I try to say them in the video, but I hardly can remember. Oh, there's Oreo. I know, Beverly, you were asking about where Oreo was. There it is. Well, are there any more questions that people have? I use kiddie pools to get to water the ducks with, so I don't have swimming pools. I have kiddie pools. I'm going to change out the water after when I end the live stream. And I am planning on having to burn these or haul off these pallets because I got a few dry rotted pallets on the yard. Really a safety hazard. I mean, they've worked for me for 5 years, so it's time to replace them, time to get them done. And of course the ducks are still hungry, wondering about whether I'm going to feed them more. Yes, ducks have bottomless pits. Oh yeah, and that's Puddle. She's the one that lost her eye. So she just follows her other ducks around and tries to stay with the flock as much as possible. But, all right. Well, if there's nothing else that's going to be commented, I'm going to end off the live stream here, okay? How did she lose her eye? She lost it during a mating season. I didn't know that about Akana ducks at the time, but they get very violent during the early spring. Please don't go. Well, what else you want to talk about? If you don't want me to go, what else you want to talk about? Because this is supposed to be a Q&A. Yeah. I mean, really. Yeah, I'm walking Elazar. This is a Rhode Island Red rooster that an English game mixed rooster that I got. But, I mean, really ain't much more I can talk about on here if nobody asks me any more questions. Maybe except the fact that Elazar never quacks and he only wags his tail and hisses at me. So, I mean, I see 5 more people still watching. Cheers from Carolina Game Fowl. Well, thank you so much. If I remember right, your name's William? Yeah, this is a Carolina Game Fowl. This is a little kitten that showed up on our farm a little whiles ago. About a week ago. Nursed it, got it back to health. And maybe you could tell me what kind of rooster this is. I got him from somebody who had an extra rooster, and I do not know what kind he is. He didn't come with a hen. And I'm sure that if you know, he's a banty, so bantam, you might know what he is. Anybody know what this rooster might be? I know that those are golden Seabrights that I have beside of him because I know, nor I'm not sure, he looks like a cross. Like I say, I wouldn't know. I got him from somebody. If I can get him to turn around. He looks like he's got silver in him, black chest, and a little bit of bluish sheen color. But yeah, he came by himself. Didn't come with a hen. This is my golden Seabright hen, and this was my original rooster I got. But one of the things that I noticed, how beautiful, superior. Black manager, superior. I don't need that better, but anyway, I was talking about the crosses. I turned out breeding those two together. They're supposed to be pure-blooded Seabrights, and their offspring, if you look at him, he's got feathered feet, which tells me that there's something in there. I've never heard of Seabrights mixing together and coming out with feathered feet. Never heard of it before. So that has to be something mixed in there. But and of course my ducks are coming back around here thinking I'm going to feed them again. And that's Ducky. He's become the leader of the Akana flock. He's the first duck that I ever hatched out on my farm. Gosh, you're not my queen, gotta love the ducks. Well, yeah, the ducks are something that really got me started into this and got me settled. This is actually a funny thing. I got them from Cackle Hatchery. My original ducks, I got them from Cackle Hatchery. And I was working for a manufacturing plant. And I got a phone call. From the post office right after my lunch break. And it was the post office telling me that my ducks had arrived in the mail. So I had to go find my supervisor right after lunch break, tell her that I had to go pick up ducks from the post office. Harvey, have you ever watched this? Yes, this is the result of my ideas of back in 2021. The Puddles right there is one of the ducks that I had to go get from the post office when she was a little bitty thing. And she's still around. And she's still around. Puddles is still around. Speckles is still around. And I just remember that when I had to go off from my lunch break straight to the post office, put in a half a day off from work, all because I had to go to the post office to pick up ducks. But it was worth it. Well, I think that story's a good one to end off on today if nobody has any more questions. Yeah, if nobody has any more questions, I'm going to end off the live stream with the ducks running off from me. It's starting to rain here, so I'm going to head on off. Well, thank yous all for tuning in to BoggsHavenFarms, and I'll see yous next week at the same time.